All right, Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Al Shah Barakathum. To you hopefully elect. All right, just through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Al Shai, out here another day in, day out, week in and week out, to preach the downfall of this wicked kingdom known as America. All right, and to preach salvation to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. All right, because the day of the Lord, the day of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Shai is at hand, you know. And with that being said, because as the title goes, the foreseeable future as far as America is concerned, you know, we'll go ahead and start off with this here in the book of Amos. Because again, throughout to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Shai, he's given us the spiritual anointing to where our eyes have been opened, right? Before I get that, I'm going to get this. In Revelation chapter 3, verse 18. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich, and white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed. So let me start from the top again. Revelation 3 and 18. I'll counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire. Because as the Spirit has been bringing it out, you know, the Spirit has been on me to say this on how concerning America and the dollar, all right, which is I can't even say as of right now if it stands as a world reserve currency, because as we know, or as we should know, with all these countries more and more as we speak doing away with the dollar, all right, moving to other alternatives, all right, and with that being said, that's going to come back to bite America in the ass, all right. But nevertheless, as the dollar more and more collapses, and me personally, I believe the dollar has already collapsed. I think it's just a matter of time before we start to see the effects. You see, and that's the beautiful thing about it, because hey, in the process of this dollar collapsing, and as we are about to see the effects of this collapse, which is going to lead to an economic collapse, all right, which is going to lead to all these prophecies coming to pass, man. 2 Esdras 15 and 16 and Luke 21, Matthew 24, Mark 13, right? You know, because again, in the midst of these things being fulfilled, right? Hey, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Shai, he's trying us, he's refining us, you know, so that we don't get condemned with this world when it's all said and done out here. So again, in Revelation 3 and 18, I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire. And again, because hey, the precious sons of the Heavenly Father, more so specifically the elect men of the nation of Israel, the leaders, the soldiers, the warriors, all right, are being tried and refined. Because again, what's down the pipes, if the Spirit of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Shai is not with you, then I'm gonna come back to this, Lord willing, but I'm gonna go to this. Bear with me. Because the so-called men in this society, man, especially Jake, all right, Jake men are nothing but a bunch of weak, beta, simp-ass males, man. And that's what Esau Edom, all right, this vibration that he's not only pushed in America, but throughout the four corners of the earth. This is why these countries, they want Esau out of their countries, man. You know, all these countries are getting sick of Esau, man. You know, hey, this cancer that is plagued the earth, hey, the earth itself is fighting against Esau, Edom, man. You know, this foreign object plaguing the earth. Hell, even Esau's tired of his own people, man. Esau's tired of himself. But nevertheless, let me get this. I believe that's Isaiah. And this is why the elect men of the nation of Israel are going to stand out in that day. As it tells you, as well as Isaiah, man, how a man, an Israelite man, because he's going to be sane. He's going to be in his right frame of mind. You know, he's going to be stable. There's going to be a different spirit on the elect men of the nation of Israel in that day. And Lord willing, we are of that number, because, yeah, you know, for the most part, it's exciting, you know, and I just say that of faith because when that time comes and when brothers get the spiritual power and, you know, I just want to be, you know, clear because, again, the men of the Lord are going to stand out in that day, all right? Brothers are going to get their recognition, but you see, again, because that's why I just want to make the point clear that it's not about the recognition. You know, because being an elect man of Yahweh Shem Shai, that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to give all credits to be given to Yahweh Shem Shai anyways. You know, I've been telling brothers this on how, hey, you know, the peace and quiet that we get now, the silence that we get now, the time is going to come when we're going to enjoy, we're going to miss this peace and quiet. We're going to miss the silence. Hell, even when Yahweh Shai, when, you know, when he had mass crowd of people around him, there was points where he just wanted to get away, man. He just wanted to be alone, by himself. Because that's how it's going to get. Come the elect men of the nation of Israel, that's how it's going to be for the elect men of the nation of Israel. You know, in that day. Because, like I was saying, man, yeah, to be an elect man of the nation of Israel, yeah, you know, it's going to be exciting and whatnot. But at the same time, as it's always been said, like such as examples of Isaiah 4:1, you know, that's not, brothers say it all the time, it's not going to be some rap video where you're going to have all these women, right? No, man, you know, and again, this is what we're being taught, the responsibility of what it's like to rule, to judge, because in that day, hey, you know, brothers are going to be put in positions of making decisions, all right, the application of wisdom, because, hey, when it's all said and done, these people, hey, they're going to be a lost cause. And, you know, to you elect men out there, whoever you are, hey, these people, Yahweh Shem Shai, is going to be bringing these spirits to you, and you're going to have to lead these spirits. You're going to have to lead these souls, you know. You see, so we're going to be put in these positions to where we're going to have to make these decisions, all right, you know, and everyone is going to be looking to us for answers, man, because, hey, in that day, the elect man of Yahweh Shem Shai is going to have the answer, all right. The elect man, he's going to have the answers in that day, because I was saying, you know, hey, these beta simp ass males, man, they don't got it. Yeah, they're the man right now, all right, but wait till shit hits the fan, the ceiling. Wait till shit hits the fan. Because again, going back to the title, the foreseeable future, right? As far as America's concerned, hey, again, we are on the verge of an economic collapse. You know, so scratch that. I thought it wasn't Isaiah. I'm gonna go ahead and get this. Spirit brings it back to me, then, you know, Lord willing, bring it out. because people, they had got this on record on how ever since this pandemic started back in 2020 up until now, these have been the worst years on record for America. You know, and again, with that being said, you think it's bad now? Hey, you ain't seen nothing. We haven't seen nothing yet. You know, you got people jumping ship, right? Talking about they lost all faith in the Most High, right? You know, and you think it's bad now, man. these people have absolutely no idea what's coming down the pipes. To where even the elect are going to be in that day, man, like, damn. What did Ezra say? Woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? You know, because it's one thing to know the prophecies, right? Yeah, we know there's going to be famines, pestilences. We know there's going to be dead bodies from one end of the earth to the other. You know, we know we're about this witness mass death on a scale. Man, listen, I always say this. With these simple Christians talking about the God of the Old Testament, he was too bloody, he was too wrathful, he was too vengeful. Not knowing, not understanding that Yahweh Bashar Shai, he's the same today, yesterday, and forever. Right? So with that being said, hey, these Christians are complaining about the God of the Old Testament, not knowing that being in the New Testament, which we are currently in the New Testament, the Lord is going to require more blood than he did in the Old Testament. So what are you talking about? You see? Because again, and we're going to witness this, man. We're going to see this. We're going to see this thing play out. Lord willing, it's just a thing of us being of the elect. Because again, only the elect are going to be preserved. That includes the 144,000 men, the leaders, which, you know, most of them are back here on earth right now. But that includes the innumerable multitude that the Lord chose and deemed to have mercy upon. All right. So with that being said, like I was saying, hey, it's one thing to know about these prophecies. Again, we know famine is going to take place, pestilences, death from one end of the earth to the next. But it's going to be another experience. It's going to be another thing to actually see these things play out. Just like now, you know, if we're paying attention to the intricate details, we see the intricate details on how these things are going to play out. Because again, the scriptures talk about famine. Well, we're seeing how that's playing out. We're seeing the events leading up to how there's going to be a famine here in America, man. You know, if you're paying attention, then you know. You know, diseases, plagues. We see the World War III, the events leading up to Yahweh Shai's second return. We're seeing it play out. You know? And again, the Lord is barely getting started, man. And if you think it's bad now, you know, hey, you haven't seen nothing yet, man. So that's why I'm going to get this real quick in Jeremiah 12. Jeremiah 12, verse 5. Matter of fact, yeah, so I'm gonna read this, and I'm also reading in the KJ, the NLT. In Jeremiah 12 and 5, because again, you got people jumping ship now. You got people, I think it was the Elder Yeshua's page, you know, his 2 through and info, I think it was that page. You had some Jake woman, some Evite, some Judite woman, basically crying on camera, man, talking about how, you know, hey, she was about to offer herself right on camera, man, because the reality is starting to set in for people. You know, it's starting to set in. You know, and the shit hurts. You know, to the unbelievers, because they want this place to continue to flourish. They want this place to continue to thrive. They want this place to continue to go on, man. You know, and that is just simply not the case. All right, we are at America's downfall, man. All right, you know, all praise to Yahweh Bashar Shah. We are seeing the downfall of America. You know, and even more so, hey, this is the last time. This is the last time the nation of Israel is going to have to be put into captivity. All right, this is the last time the nation of Israel is going to go off. You know, because you got these simple niggas talking about us being in the new covenant, man. Listen, all right, not even gonna get on that. That's gonna be a whole nother shift in the spirit, man. But the covenant is gonna be, excuse me, the law, statutes, commandments are gonna be in our inward parts. All right. So with that being said, we're not gonna have to go off anymore. We're not going to go off anymore. The laws are gonna come like breathing, man. This is gonna be in us. We're just gonna know. You know, and this war between the Heavenly Father and the nation of Israel will finally be over. It'll finally, you know, the Lord, the Heavenly Father will finally be able to behold us, man, and embrace us, look down upon us, man. This is the last time we got to go through this shit. So, and this, again, is a part of the gospel, a part of the good news. All right. You know, so this place has to end. This place, you know, when we see the different articles, news articles and things that come out, as far as America, the judgment's coming upon the place, coming upon America. Hey, we don't shed a tear. You know, we're not in the mindset of, you know, well, Lord, just let me, I got to get, you know, no, man. I'm trying to, oh, Lord, my 5-year plan, and no, man, the hell with that shit. You know, like, Lord, hold on, let me just, I want to, you know, one more year and I get to retire. No, man, fuck all that, man. You know, now that's not to say that you neglect your responsibilities and your duties, but come on, man. You know, we want this shit to be over with. We want this shit to end. You know, we want to wake up from this nightmare that we've been living in, man. But Jeremiah 12:5, if thou hast run with the footmen, and they have wearied thee, then how canst thou contend with the horses? And if in the land of peace, when thou trustest, they wearied thee, then how wilt thou do in the swelling of Jordan? Right? I'm gonna read that in the NLT. It says, if racing against mere men makes you tired, because again, people think it's bad now. People trying to jump ship now, like I was saying. You know, the bro put the video of some chick, man. She was talking about offering herself on camera, man. You know, because again, people think it's bad now, man. Listen, that's why, again, it said in the NLT, Jeremiah 12:5 in the NLT, it says, if racing against mere men makes you tired, right? Basically, if we see what we see going on right now, and people are already tapping out, right? You know, it says, how will you race against horses? So when the real deal goes down, these people, they don't stand a chance. If you can't keep up with the footmen, how are you gonna, you getting tired with the footmen, how are you gonna handle the horses? Again, if because again, with whatever little liberties that people got now, right, you still, society's still somewhat intact. So, you know, you're still able to go out and, deal with your folly and whatnot. You know, with the fact that people can't deal with the high inflation and, everything that's going on now. You think it's bad now? Well, you just wait until the real, it's the real deal. People can't keep up now. What do you think's gonna happen? Again, because these people, man, man, listen, they're in for a rude awakening. All right, they're in for a rude awakening. But hey, again, let me go back to Revelation 3, because again, the elect men of the nation of Israel are gonna have that they're gonna be straight. Again, that's why Yahweh B'Shem Al Shai, he's dealing with us now. He's dealing with us now. That way, we're not condemning the world when the Lord brings judgment. Real quick. So I'm gonna get this in Hebrews chapter 6. Man. So Hebrews chapter 6, I'm gonna start at 18. Matter of fact, I'll start at verse 17. Hebrews 6 and 17. Wherein the Most High willing more abundantly to show unto the heirs of promise the immutability of his counsel, confirmed it by an oath, that by two immutable things in which it was impossible for the Most High to lie, we might have a strong consolation. All right, because while these people, they're fighting for you know, that incorruptible Salakia, they're fighting for the corruptible crown. Like I said, these people, they want this place to continue to thrive. They want this place to continue to go on. All right, as the brother Nahoya always says, man, you know, Jake is trying to make permanent decisions in a temporary situation. You know, because let's say you did get the white picket fence house, man, you know, and the scriptures talk about that. You know, let's say you so-called make it into society, all right, you get the white picket fence or the record deal or whatever, right? You'll catch more hell trying to keep up with these corrupted riches, all right, so-called riches. You know, you're gonna keep up, you're gonna catch more hell trying to keep up with it, right? You know, but hey, to those of us, we're fighting for this incorruptible crown. All right, where moth neither doeth corrupt, roughly paraphrasing, right? You know, hey, the kingdom, man, is not going to be a dull moment. And that's something that is hard to fathom on the side because we're so used to catching hell. But hey, again, this is a part of the gospel. The part of the good news is this is it. This is the last go round. All right. And hey, a part of that gospel, a part of this good news is America America has to be destroyed, man. America has to be taken out the way. That's a part of the gospel, man. A part of the good news. You know, this place has to be destroyed, man. This place has to go. In order for us to obtain immortality, you got these devils talking about, I think they said by 2035 or something, like 2050 or some shit, that we're going to be able to obtain immortality. Man, listen, you know, these people, these devils, they're through, man. All right, trying to tap into our blessing. All right, well, what belongs to us? You know, because immortality was only promised to the Israelites. You know, only the Israelites are going to live forever, man. And that's what's on the other side of this. At the end of this, that's what we've got waiting for us, man. And that's just, listen, when Ezra 6 and 9 tells you, for Jacob is the Salakia, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Hey, that it, man, listen, is more to it. It's more to it than just living forever, man. It's more to it than just living forever. It's like Yahweh Shemal Shai, he has a special spirit in the elect because the elect, they just know. You know? The elect, they just know, man. It's just, you know, because when the elect were reactivated, right? And when this truth, when it clicked, and the elect being reactivated, because we all had those questions, we're all searching for the way. You know? We just knowing that we just knew there was something more to it than this. We just knew. All right? Because Jake naturally longs for the kingdom, even 2/3. You know, but the problem is, the difference is, Jake, 2/3, they try to establish the kingdom here on earth. Well, Salaki, because the kingdom will be established on earth, but they try to establish it within Esau's kingdom. You know? And you can't have two kings on the same throne. One has to be taken out the way. So you see, this is why it's imperative for Esau, he has to be taken out the way. In order for us to be able to you know, get the kingdom, Esau has to go down. This kingdom has to be destroyed. All right? You know? And hey, again, as the title goes, the foreseeable future, which is, it ain't good for America. But make no mistake about it, we're not We're not in a state of mourning as far as America going down. No, man, we can't wait. You know, it's to the point where, you know, hey, brothers and sisters catching hell, man, but more and more it's getting easier to just, man, we're almost home. It's just getting more easier to stay focused because, and stay focused on the prize, man, because, hey, we're almost home. Seeing everything that's going on, we're almost home. All right, we're about to be transitioned into this new system. And as I always say, as brothers always say, in order to bring in a new system, you have to crash the old system. So that's what we're in the process of, man. We're in the transition of the old system crashing, collapsing. All right, and we're about to be ushered into the new system. You see, this is what we're in the midst of. You know, because, hey, with that being said, you know, because, hey, one thing is going to lead to another, man. And, you know, that's why, you know, I was just meditating as far as this topic, man, because it's not going to be an easy transition. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy transition, man. It's not going to be a smooth transition. You know, because, hey, as far as this foreseeable future for America, hey, you know, today, you know, we can just, you know, whatever people do on a daily basis, right? And then we go to sleep, and tomorrow we can be in a whole nother, you know, type of environment, just like that. Because as the Spirit has been on me to mention how, hey, just the sudden destruction, all right? The sudden destruction that's getting ready to take place, man. Because again, overnight, hey, you know, I mean, anything can happen. The possibilities, man, it's just so many ways that Yahweh Shem Shai can put his spirit on these devils to bring in this new system. It's ridiculous. You know, trying to think about all the possibilities on how this can go down. You know, you might end up catching a headache or something, man. You know, because now, and they've been talking about this, all right, and it kind of, you know, died down for a little bit, but I saw a few things they were talking about preparing for more of these cyber attacks. And of course, they're going to blame the bear. Of course, they will blame Russia. And cyber attacks on the infrastructure, right? Cyber attacks to where, you know, people can't access the money in the banks. You know, because you got a lot of these so-called experts and economists, right? They see the writing on the wall for the most part, all right? Because this is something that I've been asking myself just through the Spirit for a while. Because the same thing that's been going on over here, all right? The same things that have been going on over here in America, there's people in these other countries, they're protesting, they're rioting, all right? I forgot where it was, but at one point, you know, because we had the little cycle, you know, the little short time period where gas was over $5, man. $5 or over $5, man. You know, and these simple Americans, oh, well, you know, whatever, right? You know, but hey, that happened somewhere else. I forgot where it was, where the gas went up overnight, and hey, they protested that shit. They rioted that shit, man. And they had to send those Russian troops over there, the Russian peacekeepers, to calm shit down. You see? Because again, the same thing that's happening in these other places, or excuse me, the same things that are happening here, it's not even as bad in other places, but they're protesting, they're rioting. So like I was saying, man, because it's like, what is it gonna take for these simple Americans to get to that point where they say, fuck this shit, excuse my French, you know, enough is enough. Because like I said, we're living in second Esdras 15 and second Esdras 16. All right, second Esdras 15, right? Seditions of men, uproars of the people, as the scriptures talk about. But it's just, what is it going to take? What's going to be the straw to break the camel's back? And I think, me personally, all right, you know, again, just, you know, the foreseeable future, man, is when they start attacking people's livelihoods to where people can't buy groceries and You know, because again, going back to how all these countries doing away with the dollar, right? Like I've been saying, I think the dollar's already collapsed, but it's just a matter of time of when we're actually going to see the effects. And when we see those effects, because they keep, you know, which I think is damage control, right? Because they keep talking about we're in an inflationary period now, all right? You know, and they keep to have it to where people don't panic and bug out, right? You know, they keep talking about higher inflation, right? Which, listen, all right, because they don't want to use the words hyperinflation. You know, they want to keep people dumbed down to a point where, oh, you know, we're just this high, you know, the inflation, right? It's transitory, right? You know, but they don't want to use the words hyperinflation. All right, because again, that could be one of those things where overnight, and it's not a matter of if, it's coming. When overnight you wake up, you go to the grocery store, all right, you try to get a box of cereal for the kids in them, right? And a box of cereal is $100, man. That's hyperinflation. That's where we're heading to. And going back to how I was saying with these so-called experts and these economists, you know, because like I said, they see the writing on the wall. They know, they see how this is going to lead to, well, according to the scriptures, because you know they don't know what's going on, but neighbor against neighbor. All right, people are going to be at each other's necks, at each other's throats, and that's where we're heading. All right, that's where we're heading, man. You see. So, going back to Hebrews 6:18 real quick, it says, by two immutable things in which it was impossible for the Most High to lie, we might have a strong consolation, who have fled for refuge to lay hold upon the hope set before us. So you see, hey, the hopeful elect, all right, you know, hey, there's hope for us, and we have a more lively hope. All right, because if this was the end all be all, we are through. We are finished. But again, the elect, man, and it just makes sense once we wake up, once we were woken up to this truth, and it clicks. It just makes sense. All right, you know. And again, that which we can't see, that's what we're fighting for, man. That's where our hope is in. What we can't see. Because again, the things that we can't see, if this was it, man, we're done. There is no hope. All right, we would just have to die and, you know, come back through the loins of these wicked 2/3, man. Three or four generations from now, man. You know, if this was our best bet, if America was our best bet, then our best bet, then we would just die and just be born through the wicked 2/3 of these. We would be born, come back through the loins of these wicked 2/3, man. You know, but we have a more lively hope. All right. Verse 19. Which hope we have as an anchor of the soul, both sure and steadfast, and which entereth into that within the evil. So you see, man. You know, read it again, because that's beautiful. Hebrews 6:19. Which hope we have as an anchor of the soul. You see, because again, man, hey, this truth is all we got, man. It's an anchor unto our soul. All right, and the Lord fulfilling all His promises. You know, because hey, that's a part of the Lord's promise. As I read before, or mentioned before, how, hey, Esau has to be taken out the way. America has to go down. America has to fall. You know? America has to fall, because when you read in the scriptures going into Babylon's destruction, all right, because according to prophecy, Babylon is going to be destroyed. to the point where man is never going to dwell in this land of Babylon again. All right. Now, obviously, it's not talking about modern day Babylon today being Iraq, because people are still living over there. All right. Modern day Babylon is still being inhabited. You see? But nevertheless, we're still waiting on, because again, concerning the promises of Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, this is what we put our hope in, man. Because again, like I said, hey, we know the Lord can't lie. The Lord can't lie, man. So we believe that, hey, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's going to fulfill everything that he said he was going to do. All right. That includes seeing America get destroyed. All right. Being delivered from the hand of our enemies. All right. Yahweh Shema Shai bringing these judgments to Babylon. All right. The plagues are here, man. And they don't slack. Lord willing, this is the year, man. It's looking like this could very well be the year we see the dollar collapse. You know, we have an economic collapse. All right. America be turned into a third world country. All right. Hey, this could very well be the year. And this could lead into what they've been saying for the past 2 years, 2-3 years, right? Of this dark winter. Hey, this could very well be the year we see this dark winter that they've been talking about the past couple of years. You know? This could be it. You know, this could be it, man. You see? And how do we speak with such confidence? Well, how do you measure the times? You measure it through prophecy. You know, so this is not definite, but hey, you know, this is the hope that's in us, man. We're that much closer. We are that much closer. All right? And it's not good for America, man. It's not good for America. And we don't want it to be good for America, man. Because Jake seems to forget that, you know, this whole kingdom was built off of and still prospering off of your slavery. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. All right? This whole kingdom is built off of and still prospering off of our slavery. And those of our forefathers and foremothers. You know? We're working to further Esau's enterprise, man, to further his kingdom, to make sure that his kids, his children, don't have to work, and they can have better lives. That's what we're working for. You know, that's what we're working for. Believe it or not. But hey, we have a better hope, and part of our hope is seeing this place be destroyed. You know, it's exciting, man, because hey, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's working. Hey, the Spirit of the Lord is moving, man. The Spirit of the Lord is moving. And when we see these things, the more and more we see these things, man, the further it gives us hope, man. The further it increases our faith. You know, the further it increases our faith, man. Because again, in Hebrews 6:19, which hope we have as an anchor of the soul, both sure and steadfast, and which entered into that within the wall. So you see, as we see these things come to pass more and more, hey, it's an anchor unto our soul, man. You know, it's a faith booster, man. Because it's easy to get down and out in this society, man. It's easy to get down and out. It's easy to get in that spirit, man. The Lord ain't coming back, man. Like a lot of Israelites do. And man, the Lord ain't coming back. You know, I might as well just go back in the world and just, you know, live it up. Right? You know? But hey, seeing these prophecies come to pass, man, it just brings us back to life. It brings us back to life, man. You know? Because things will be happening for some time. For a few weeks, right? And then for a month and a half, 2 months, and it seems like nothing's going on. But then boom, Yahweh Shema Shai, he, you know, hey, you know, don't get comfortable. right? Don't get comfortable, right? And then things will be happening. Things will start happening, right? You know, and when things start happening, they get more intensified. They're more magnified. Because again, it's easy to get not down in our spirit, that woe is me spirit. You know, it's easy to get comfortable and complacent, and you know, but no, man, we see these prophecies coming to pass, and you know, it keeps us alive. It keeps the hope in us alive. All right, and like I've said, man, hey, you know, seeing this place go down, man, hey. Because let me just real quick, because you know, I'll talk about, hey, you know, this being the year, Lord willing, you know, I'm just me personally, you know, because I'll, you know, a lot of us think that this is it, that this could be it, you know, but not in the sense of Yahweh Shai just, you know, coming, you know, cracking them clouds, because we know that things have to come to pass. Certain things have to come to pass, right? So oftentimes, you know, when we say that this could be it, like Lord willing, this is it. Hey, we just want to see this economy crash already, man. We want to see this dollar collapse, man. We want to see the seditions and the protests, you know, the dystopian environment, being in this dystopian environment. All right, because again, we know that before Yahweh Shai comes, these things have to come to pass. So, hey, Lord willing, this is the year, man, that, again, we actually see America's economy collapse, right? Lord willing, this is the year the dollar collapses, and, you know, we see hyperinflation. Lord willing, this is it. Because that is America's future, the foreseeable future, man. That is America's future, right? Going back to Revelation 3:18. And again, because the water, Yahweh Bashem Shai, all right, you know, for even considering us to be where we are and allowing us through his grace and his mercy to be able to be in this position to where we can get ourselves ready, we can prepare ourselves. The water Yahweh Bashem Shai, man. Because again, in that day, hey, we want to be found with, hey, let me get that. Ecclesiasticus or Sirach. Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 32 and verse 14. Whoso feareth the Lord will receive his discipline. And as the brothers always bring out, how we are being nourished with discipline, because again, Yahweh Bashem Shai, he's dealing with us now, Lord willing. So that way, when all hell breaks loose out here, man, hey, we're not condemned with the world, man. You know, it seems like Yahweh Bashem Shai is just picking on us, and he's just, you know, it's like, why me? You know, Jake always asks, you know, we know Jake, what Jake is thinking, because we were there at one point. It's like, why me? Why is the Lord always picking on me? Well, why not you, man? Why not us? Because again, hey, if the Lord, and I be thinking about it, man, because, you know, the Lord is balanced, you know, the Lord deals in balance. All right, because, hey, if the water, again, for Yahweh Bashem Shai for giving us spiritual fathers and leaders, you know, because, you know, them bringing it down to us on how this truth, man, it's about suffering. I remember when I first heard that from the Apostle Gabar, man, you know, that it's like, damn, you know, if they could come into this thing with the wrong intentions, it's an Israelite party. No, man, this thing is about suffering. Hey, the scriptures talk about how Yahweh Shai was a sickly man. You know, brothers deal with all type of shit, man, but brothers go through a lot. You know, and like I was saying, because the Lord is balanced, you know, you'll have be catching hell for like a month straight, and then the minute the Lord gives you a break, right? You know, you start to get nervous. You start to, Lord, you still there? You still dealing with me? You know? Because if the Lord, I be saying, man, if everything's going all good, then, you know, hey, like I said, some brothers, whether they know it or not, they start getting nervous, you know, start questioning, right? You know, because, again, being in this truth, it's about suffering, all right? And the Lord is chastening us. He's dealing with us as sons, all right? And again, going back to that discipline, how we're being nourished with discipline. Because that's what it's going to take, all right, when it's all said and done out here, and people are going to make decisions, irrational decisions out of fear, all right? But the elect of the Spirit, power, mercy of Yahweh Shem Shai, been groomed, been taught to walk in faith, or in faith, but in fear of Yahweh Shem Shai. We're being groomed, we're being taught to walk in fear of Yahweh Shem Shai and not man. Because again, that's going to be the difference. All right, when it's all said and done, when these devils come down with that great wrath, when they make their move, a lot of people are going to make decisions out of fear of Esau, but not the elect. All right, no matter what Esau, no matter what the Lord allows Esau to throw at the elect, they're going to stand firm in their faith and in their fear and in their faith in Yahweh Shem Shai, no matter what's thrown their way. That's the difference. All right, that's the difference. You see, because with the fear of Yahweh Shem Shai, it comes the application of wisdom. And with the application of wisdom comes the favor of Yahweh Shem Shai. You will get shown favor with the Lord, man. You know, and that's why, again, in Ecclesiasticus 32:14, whoso feareth the Lord will receive his discipline, and they that seek him early shall find favor. All right, so we're taking advantage of the opportunity that has been given to us now, right, to get ourselves on one accord with the Lord's program. You see, so that when that time comes, hey, you know, and these are those that are being marked. Everyone's being marked. Pursuant to Ezekiel 9. Everyone's being marked. You know, those that put forth their best foot forward in sincerity and in truth, and you're being marked for preservation. Those that, you know, while Yahweh Shem Shai extended his grace to them, and they said to hell with the Most High, right? You know, hey, they're being marked for condemnation. They're being marked for destruction. So when it all comes together and when it's all said and done, hey, the elect are going to be showing that favor. You see, the elect are going to be showing that favor, the favoritism. Read it again. Sirach 32 and 14. Whoso feareth the Lord will receive his discipline. So, hey, if the Lord loves you, if he's dealing with you, you know, then, hey, be prepared to catch hell. Pursuant to Sirach 2, man, the 2nd chapter. Ecclesiasticus, the 2nd chapter. Be prepared to catch hell. You know, because oftentimes we question, Lord, are you dealing with me? Well, hey, one of the ways that the Lord shows you that he's dealing with you is if you catch hell, man. Believe it or not. Now, again, the Lord is balanced. All right, so it's not going to be pure hell 24/7. You know, but again, the Lord, he's dealing with us as sons. All right, and a true father, he chastises his child. You see this again, going back to this vibration that Esau Edom was pushed, mainly here in America. You see, because a man can't even chastise his son in this society, man. You know, and wonder why these men, these young men, grow up to be a bunch of soy boys, GMO babies. All right, you know, because I saw a video, man. I think it was what's this guy's name? He just got released too. I think it was Angel Tate. I think this guy, Angel Tate, he did a video, or I saw a video on how basically going into an emotional man. is a dangerous man. You know, I'll probably do a video on that, Lord willing, if I get around to it. But a man that's emotional, that's a dangerous man. And you see, because again, a man that doesn't receive discipline, all right, a man that's walking around with absolutely no discipline, and he's just letting his flesh rule him, right? You know, that's why you see a lot of Jake, man, mainly our people, locked up or buried in the grave, man. You know, buried in the dirt, making decisions out of their emotions. You know, you see, man. But hey, the elect, they're going to walk in discipline. All right, and it's cool because hey, when it comes to Yahweh Shem Shai, if you are the elect, whether you want to or not, hey, the Lord, He's gonna make sure you're on point. You know, because like what did Jake be saying? I didn't choose this life, He chose me. Well, hey, you know, to the elect, if you know, to the hopeful elect, hey, we didn't choose this. The Lord chose it for us. All right. What did King David say? The whole let me get it real quick. In Proverbs 16 and 33. I said King David, Salakia. Proverbs 16 and 33. The lot is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of the Lord. All right, so hey, you know, again, we didn't choose this. All right, the Lord chose it for us. He chose that path for us. So with that being said, you know, the Lord choosing our path for us, and you gotta have the confidence that the Lord's not gonna put you through anything that you can't endure. That wasn't already made for you to make it through. You know, because hey, one thing, you know, as far as the mindset that we need to have, the mindset that we need to possess, you know, we need to have a victory type mindset. You know, we need to walk around, and I always say it's a thing of confidence, not cockiness, but we need to walk around just knowing that, man, I'm gonna kill this shit. I already murdered this shit, you know, because the elect already got the victory. You know, so whatever situation that we're put through, you know, hey, we already beat that shit. You know, the elect story, all of our story is written out. It's just a matter of it playing out and manifesting. So, you know, whatever situations that you're going through, just know that if you're of the elect, you already beat that shit, man. You know, it's like Jake, man, when Jake gets locked up or whatever, when they catch a case, you know, and they already know, well, let's say Jake get arrested, right? And you know, they already know they're gonna beat the case. They got no worry. I'll be out tomorrow, right? You know, he ain't got none on me. You know how Jake is, man. Jake get arrested, they already know they're gonna beat the case. You know, well, that's how we gotta be in righteousness. You know, whatever situation, hey man, you know, I already beat this shit, man. You know, because we have to have a victory type mindset, being in this truth. All right, what does the scripture say? That we are more than conquerors. All right, you know. But going back to Revelation 3 and 18 again. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire. So again, you know, all the hell that we catch, trials and tribulations that we go through, Yahweh Shem Shai, He's trying and refining us. All right, that thou mayest be rich with what? This truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, because that's what's going to stand out in the days to come. All right, because again, the application of wisdom, like I mentioned before. All right, the fear of Yahweh Shem Shai, walking in the fear of Yahweh Shem Shai, also includes the application of wisdom, right? Which in turn, you find favor with Yahweh Shem Shai, man. you obtain favor with Yahweh Shema Shai. And in that day, hey, it's going to show. It's going to show because, again, we're all going to be here when all hell breaks loose, right? When this society just, is completely turned upside down, right? When the Lord just completely just flips the switch on this place, right? Hey, the elect are going to stand out in that day, man. There's going to be something different on the elect. They're just going to stand out. And so much that, hey, Jake, man, they're not going to want all that attention, especially in that day, because this is going to be a time where the prophets are going to be hunted. The prophets are going to be, there's going to be bounties out on the men of the Lord in that day. And I just picture it because, like it tells you in 2 Ezra 16. I'll go to it real quick. Because part of Esau Edom, his justification on shutting this place back down, all right, and bringing in the martial law, is so that he can come after the prophets. But things are going to be so chaotic, things are going to be so hectic that he's not going to be able to. It's just, Esau, for the most part, he's going to be too busy trying to Slakia. Esau, he's going to be too busy trying to quench the fire and the he's going to be too busy trying to usher in the order. Because he's not going to be able to just all out come against the men of the Lord. No, it's going to be too much going on in that day. There's going to be too much going on in that day, man. Because, hey, it even tells you, see, in this chapter, or second, it's just the 15th chapter, how, hey, people are, that might be second, just 5, if I'm not mistaken, Slakia. But nevertheless, the scriptures go into how people are going to be traveling from one end of the earth to the other, looking for the men of the Lord, acquiring the wisdom that we possess. Because again, in that day, the men of the Lord are going to have the answers. All right, that crying for wine in the streets, when shit hits his fan and people are going to be trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And again, because as I read earlier, hey, those that seeking Yahweh Shema Shai now, while it's early, because like it tells you in Ecclesiastes 12, man, seek the Lord before the evil days come, right? Because, hey, when you're on your deathbed, man, and you're about to perish, hey, when you're on your deathbed, man, and when you're about to perish, hey, for the most part, it's too late by then. It's too late. And that's going to be the case for the majority of these people, man. It's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. But nevertheless, they're still going to be looking for answers. They're still going to be inquiring the knowledge that we possess. Because again, hey, when that time comes, hey, it's not going to catch us like a thief in the night. It's not going to catch us off guard. It's not going to catch us off guard. So while every one of us is going to have the spirit of fear, right? Hey, the elect, hey, I told you so, tried to tell you, the elect are going to be cool, calm, and collected in that day. Just like back in 2020 when they first came with the shutdowns, the lockdowns, everyone was all in the panic mode. Hey, now we thought that was it, but hey, it didn't catch us by surprise. It didn't catch us off guard. You see, though most of us thought that was the end, but hey, listen, we've been telling you these people start from the apostles, man, are 35 plus years. What's getting ready to happen? What's coming down the pipes? We've been telling these people, man. And again, that's why the elect men in that day, they are going to stand out. Because again, the men of the Lord in that day, they're going to have the answers. All right? The men of the Lord in that day are going to have they're going to have the answers. And a lot of you people are going to get rejected. Because you've been playing games. All right? And again, because it's all going to be the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. Because the elect are going to have the spirit to be able to discern the real from the phonies. The elect are going to be able to discern. So back in 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 70, For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. There shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. So you see, because again, during this time, like I said, you know, for the most part, brothers are going to be trying to be low key. That's why I'll be saying, like, the quiet, the silence that we get now, and we're going to miss this shit. You know, because you're going to have people from both sides of the spectrum coming looking for the men of the Lord. All right. You know, you're going to have some of the innumerable multitude come up under the wing, the vibration, the pavilion of a man of the Lord. All right. And that's for their salvation. All right. But contrary to that, hey, you're going to have bounties out on the men of the Lord. All right. Esau, the wicked elites of Esau, man, they're going to send their little hit squads, goon squads to try to take the men of the Lord out. So like I said, in that day, hey, you know, brothers are going to try to be low key. You know, because hey, we see it now, man, throughout the different camps. You know, Esau, he's definitely, you know, sending agents out to these different camps. You know, to try to because the scriptures talk about not, you know, presenting the ministry blameless, right? So Esau, he's going to try to send some of his goons out to the camps to try to get brothers to react a certain way, to justify himself and see those Hebrew Israelites. You know, they're extremists, right? This is why some of us believe, like, some of these groups, not going to mention any names, are set up, you know, because they're not going to just come out the Great Millstone. They're going to come out all these Israelite groups, all right? And they're going to put us all in one basket to make us all look bad, you know, because a lot of these guys are carnal. They're not spiritual. Talk about bringing sticks to camp, right? Trying to flaunt Esau's blessing, man, when our blessing is spiritual, man. And that's why the spiritual power is going to have to come in that day, man. That's why Yahweh Shema Shai is going to have to turn up brothers on another level, man. Turn us up on another notch. Because again, Esau, he's going to come with it. You know, and part of the foreseeable future, it's just me speaking as a man, because the time is going to come, you know, before the martial law takes place. Because again, these are events that could lead up to martial law. Again, I'm just speaking as a man. When things get so hectic out here, hyperinflation takes place, and people start killing one another, and when they're at each other's throats, right? Because until the decree comes from the top, you know, as far as brothers not going out anymore, you know, hey, until then, hey, you know, we're still going to come out on the highways and hedges, highways and byways. All right. You know, and again, because, you know, part of the foreseeable future, man, I see it to where, and again, just speaking as a man, you know, as far as, you know, brothers being out, you know, because again, unless it gets to a point where it's just, you know, Jacob's trouble is in full effect, again, we're going to be out here, you know. So the more things heat up, the more things turn up out here. All right. And it's been on the back of my mind because, you know, hey, the more and more we come into those times, like I said, these spirits are, you know, getting riled up. Esau, he's going to send his goons out, right? So with that being said, hey, we definitely got to be more circumspect. You know, when it comes to the camps, brothers going out, especially if you're by yourself, you know, because, hey, you know, and that's another, again, a beautiful thing, you know, going back to the Apostle Gabar, how being in this truth, man, you got to be a visionary, man. You have to be able to see within the future, man. You know, And part of the foreseeable future I see, because, you know, now it's pretty quiet, you know, for the most part, business as usual, right? But soon, hey, you know, it's going to be dangerous, man. You know, more and more people are going to try to come up to the camps, you know, cause brothers to react a certain way, right? And I believe, again, just me speaking as a man, all right, when it's all said and done out here, and when chaos breaks out here in America, right, you know, this is where brothers are going to start getting the power. Brothers are going to start performing miracles, right? You know, just again, me speaking as a man. You know, because again, hey, the different camps, man, hey, them spirits are going to turn up more, man. You might have some wicked 2/3 come by the camp and do a drive-by at the camp. Right? You know, because when you have these different race wars, class wars, when you have the civil unrest, right? You know, and people start shooting at one another. Hey, you might have brothers out on the highways and byways when these things are going down. And you might have wicked 2/3 Jake try to you know do a drive-by at the camp, and hey, a brother in the camp just might, you know, deflect the bullets, you know, or the bullets might disintegrate in midair, you know, or the bullets might not affect the brothers at all, you know. I believe that, you know, again, I'm speaking as a man, that things like this are going to start happening real soon. As more and more, we're coming into the time of the society collapse. All right, you know, because these people, they're on edge. You know, these people, they're on edge. And it's just a matter of a time, a matter of a moment. It's just all hell's gonna break loose, man. All hell is gonna break loose. Something's gonna happen. You know, something's gonna happen, man. And it's just crazy, yet but beautiful times that we're in. All right. But going back to Revelation 3 and 18 again, I counsel thee to buy me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Because again, this is what's going to cause our face to shine. Lord, wonder what that number in that day. This is what's going to cause us to stand out. All right, people are going to come because, hey, on the contrary to what I just mentioned with the camps, you know, and eventually it's going to get to a point where it's just going to get too dangerous for brothers to go out. But on the contrary, hey, you're going to have more and more people come up to the camps, man, inquiring. All right. And we're seeing that now. If you're paying attention, you're seeing it now. I know, you know, when we go out on Saturdays, you know, and I know the brothers talked about this a few times, and I've seen it, you know, because before I crossed over, it was just me and another brother. Right, and as it came to that time for us to, you know, cross over and whatnot, you know, you have other brothers coming up, because, you know, the brothers talk about how it was just Nahoya, Isaiah, and Rakaya, you know, and I remember standing out there, me and the brother Damawathia, you know, for a period of time, and then you had the other brothers that are on the outside come up, and this was as we crossed over. Right, and now being on the other side, you see brothers come up. You have more random Jake, or just people in general coming up and inquiring, asking questions. You see, so we're seeing this on a low level, right? You know, because like, hey, as the Apostle Tahar often says, man, hey, we're living in the time of Acts all over again. All right, and what were the apostles doing? They were committing. Performing miracles. You know, you had Israelites waking up during that time by the thousands. You know, hey, that's coming back again. We're living in the time of Acts all over again. You know, so it's coming, but again, it goes both ways. All right, you know, as far as Jake coming up, inquiring, asking questions, All right. But contrary to that, hey, eventually it's going to get to a point where it's too dangerous to come out, or, you know, we might have to move around, you know, find a different spot, a different teaching spot, you know, because of all the protests, the riots, the threats, whatever, man. However it plays out. But again, Revelation 3:18. I counsel thee to buy me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich, and white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, and anoint thine eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see. So that was the point. As far as his eye salve, because again, we see the writing on the wall, man. Again, we've been blessed. Our eyes have been opened and anointed. All right. You know, because what does it tell you in Isaiah 60? Hey, in this land of gross darkness, in this land of darkness and gross darkness to people. All right. For the most part, because it's mainly talking about Israel. All right. Our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. Because even Esau, for the most part, is you know, he's starting to wake up. And this is why you're going to have civil unrest. All right. Because these top wicked elites are greedy, man. You know, these top wicked elites, they're greedy. And Esau, the average Edomite out here, he's for the most part, man, he's feeling the squeeze. He's not really enjoying that piece of the pie, the so-called piece of the pie. All right, he's starting to feel the pinch, man. And the elites are taking up everything. Because with everything that's been going on, that's why I mentioned earlier, you're gonna have class wars, man. It's gonna be a thing of the haves and the have-nots. And Esau more and more, hey, you know, they're starting to feel what it feels like to be a nigga in America, a nigga in the spit in the wetback here in America. They're starting to feel what it's like. And they don't like that. And they shouldn't. And they should fight for the kingdom. Which they're gonna lose, but they should fight for the kingdom because this is their kingdom. You know, as the brothers always say, hey, there shouldn't be a homeless Edomite person out here, man. There should not be one homeless Edomite person out here. But more and more in the downtown spots, man, hey, we're seeing that more and more Edomites than anything. More and more homeless Edomites. So you should fight for your kingdom. You should stand up. You know, but hey, that's not our fight to fight. Because, hey, how should I say? If this was my kingdom, my servants will fight for it. You know, and again, because, hey, we're not fighting for this place. We're not praying for this place. I was watching Trump last night. He went live last night. You know, I told him, hey man, because you know, part of the what do you call it? The predictive programming that they put out there. You know, you had you got the one thing where basically Trump got assassinated. They show him laying in a coffin, right? And I was just thinking last night, because I think they're using this cat to stir up the civil war, man. Because this man, he's talking all type of shit against Biden, the administration, you know. Because, hey, this kingdom is divided, man. Red against blue, Democrats against Republicans. And I think these elites are using Trump to stir up civil war, man. You know, and it just had me thinking, I told brothers last night, man, hey, what if they off this guy on live right now, man? You know? What if they off this cat on live right now? You know? But again, you know, because these elites are probably using Trump to stir up civil unrest, man. And I hope they do, man. You know, I hope they do. You know, because this guy Trump, he's supposed to be the face of America, man. You know, he's supposed to be the face of America. You know, what America's supposed to stand for, right? You know. But nevertheless, I said all that to say, because like I said, I was watching his live last night, and before he ended, what did he say? God bless America, right? Well, no, man. God damn America. The hell with this place, man. You see? And again, going back to our hope. You know? Our lively hope. All right? Because what they hoping is vain hope. All right? It's going to be in vain. Vain hope. But what we hoping is a lively hope. And again, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's not a liar. So, you know, everything that he said he was going to do, he's going to do it. And that also includes the destruction of America, man. You see? The destruction of America. Babylon the Great. All right? You see, man? And again, because we see it. We see it. We've been given that tunnel vision. Again, we've been given that that anointing oil, man. That eye salve. You know, that special oil that gives you the ability to see in the dark. We've been given that ability. You know, because like I said with the Apostle Gabar, hey, you got to be able to see into the future, man. You got to be able to see in the future. And hey, this is why brothers, the spirit be on brothers to, when it comes to certain things, man, they're creative with it, because hey, brothers got that gift. You know, brothers got the gift, man. Brothers got it. How this could play out, how that could play out, you know, so on and so forth. All right, because hey, brothers got that gift, man. Brothers got that gift. All right, but in the land of darkness, hey, who is the walking beacons of light out here? Hey, the men of the Lord. All right, the men of the Lord, the real men of Yahweh Shema Shai. You see, because there we see it, man. It's crystal clear. The writing is on a wall. All right, it's Jake for the most part. They have no idea what's going on. It's our people, man. Esau knows what's going on. Now they can't put the dots together, right? They can't put the pieces together. All right, but that's where we come in. All right, filtering everything through the scriptures, man. That's where we come in. And again, that's why there's going to be a crying for wine in the streets. People are going to be coming up because, like I said earlier, hey, right now, you know, because if these people believed, right, then there will be crowds of people at the camps, man. There'll be crowds of people out here, man. You know, again, because you got to be a visionary, you know, because when that time comes, hey, you know, these camps, they're just going to be, you know, just speaking as a man, I can foresee just the camps being just based off people's questions, man. People come up to the questions, people come up to the camps and just asking questions. People just asking questions, man. And I think that the Lord has been building brothers up for that too, man. You know, stick it to the basics. All right, because again, we're in a time where, hey, Jake is waking up. And more Jake is going to continue to wake up. And more Jake is going to continue to come to the camps and inquiring. And I believe that brothers have been, the Lord has been building us up. All right. You know, because, hey, we're in those times, man. That time is coming. That time is coming, ladies. Like the scripture say, be ready to give answer, right? Be ready to teach, be apt to teach. Because we're in those times, man, and those times, they're coming. And if we're all those men, hey, one more, it's looking like we those men, and it's not to be proud, but hey, because with that being said, you got to be willing to deal with the responsibility that comes with it. And again, that's why the Lord has been dealing with us, chastening us. All right, we are learning that responsibility. All right, because again, it's not going to be a thing of all, you know, peaches and creams. No, man. You know, more is about to be put on our place. More is about to be placed on our plate. So we have to be, we have to know how to deal with the responsibility, man. You see, what was I going to get? I was going to get something. You know, bear with me real quick. I'll slip my mind, but let me get this. Because, hey, man, again, this could very well be it, man. As far as the prophecies coming to pass, the collapse of the society, and all hell breaking loose, and the anarchy, the lawlessness, right? Let me get this real quick in Romans 9:28. For he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will the Lord make upon the earth. So you see, all right, hey, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's cutting the time short, man. All right, he's cutting the time short, and it's like it's just one thing after another, man. One thing after another. You know, I was just talking to a brother, man, you know, and it's just like, because they just, this guy from the Cash App, founder or whatever. Basically, he got offed. He got stabbed to death. You know, because all the little signs here and there, man. You know, because hey, these elites, they gotta eliminate the competition. You know, because again, hey, there's a fight for the this new world reserve currency, and it's not going to be gold. All right, it's not going to be gold or silver. It's not going to be Bitcoin. All right, it's not going to be the yen. No, man. All these nations are going to bow down. They're going to submit to this NWO or Slovakia. They're going to submit to this C hip, man, taking a C hip. Right? I'm going to get this real quick. In the book of Job, chapter 16, verse 12. I was at ease, but he hath broken me asunder. Yeah, because again, the sudden destruction, something's going to happen to where, hey, man, you know, today is party and bullshit. Tomorrow is like, what the hell is going on? You know, today is party and bullshit. Tomorrow is go to your nearest station. All right. Or today is party and bullshit. Tomorrow, you know, you get these texts and it's all over the news. The dollar has collapsed. Right. The sudden destruction, man. Right. I'm going to get this real quick. And I'm going to go back to that. In Job chapter 34, verse 20. In a moment shall they die, and the people shall be troubled at midnight, and pass away, and the mighty shall be taken away without hand. Now, ultimately, all right, you know, America's destruction, Esau's destruction, the missiles, all right, you know, but even before that, again, in a moment, things are going to change. In the blink of an eye, things are going to change. Life as we know it is about to change, man. Very dramatically. All right. Things are just we're going to wake up and it's just going to be different. And Thawadi Habashimashah just came back to me. Let me get it real quick. In Amos chapter 4. Amos chapter 4. Amos 4 and 2. The Lord power hath sworn by his holiness. So you see, because again, the Lord is not one to lie. The Lord is not a liar. He's sworn by his holiness. These things are going to come to pass. But that includes the promises, all right, and all the good things that he said he was going to do, such as preserve the elect, all right. It says, the Lord power hath sworn by his holiness, that lo, the day shall come upon you, that he will take you away with hooks, and your posterity with fish hooks. So this whole, you know, thing where you wake up, hear the birds chirping, right? You wake up and you smell the roses, however the saying goes, right? Where you just wake up and it's just, another beautiful day in Babylon. Listen, the Lord he's taking that shit back, all right? You know, the scriptures talk about preparing lamentation, wailing, woe, destruction, you know? So your bright future, or what you thought was a bright future, listen, the Lord's taking those days are gone, man. Everyone's crying to go back to 2019. Listen, those days are gone. You know, like it said that he will take you away with hooks and your posterity fish hooks. All right, so that's America's future, man. The foreseeable future, man. All right, you know, the posterity, your so-called bright future. All those days are done. All right, and these people, they can cling on to whatever ounce of hope that they've got, whatever ounce of distractions that they've got, but America's future is not bright. All right, these people, their future is not bright, man. These people are in for a very, very, very rude awakening. All right, and as I read before, hey, you know, people think it's bad now, right? People are jumping ship now. People are abandoning their faith in the Most High now, right? Like I read in Jeremiah 12, man, hey, you can't keep up with the footmen. How are you going to be able to keep up with the horses? You know, we ain't seen nothing yet, man. We ain't seen nothing yet. You know, but again, hey, in a moment, things are just going to be different. All right? In a moment, it's just, man, you know, going back to Job 16:12, I was at ease, but he hath broken me asunder. He hath also taken me by my neck and shaken me to pieces and set me up for his mark. So you see, man. So Esau, he's gonna force everyone, put everyone in he's gonna force everyone in this position to take that MOTB, man, and to bow down to the image of this beast, to worship the beast. All right, forcibly. And this is where you had the hour of temptation, man. The hour of temptation is gonna take place. All right, because again, hey, the elect, they're not gonna fall, no matter what Esau throws at them, no matter what Esau does, no matter what the Lord allows them to do. The elect are gonna stand firm in their fear in Yahweh Shema Shai, and everyone else is gonna bend their will to the in the fear, out of fear for Esau Edom, and that's where we're at with it. All right, that's where we're at with it. If you don't worship the system, then hey, you won't be able to buy and sell. All right, and it's crazy because again, hey, we see the ushering in of this new system. I forgot who mentioned this, but it was beautiful how the brother put it. All right, because hey, the men of the Lord, we are ushering in the second coming of Yahweh Shai, right? You know, and you got on the left hand these lower elites, these Jeff Bezos, these Klaus Schwab, Elon Musk's, are these Bill Gates. They're ushering in the new system for the elites, the top wicked elites. You know. So again, it's crazy because hey, we're seeing the ushering in of this new system, man, right before our very eyes. The beast is speaking louder and louder, man. This beast is this new system is being ushered in right before our very eyes, man. You know, and hey, again, because with that being said, it's going to be a very dystopian future, man. You know, this is going to be all bad. Perilous times, evil times. It's just dangerous, man. It's bad, you know. But hey, that's what's in store for America, man. Again, to those of us, all right, our hope lies elsewhere in Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, Lord willing, the Lord's going to cover us with His covering, and we're going to be all right, man. We're going to be protected. We're going to be preserved, you know. But Lord willing, this was edifying. All praise to Yahweh Shema Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Shema Shai, to your hopeful elect. Until next time, Lord willing, shalom.